Legal immigrants brags about being undocumented during anti-Trump rally. Oh. Oh no.
What up, my people?
No, did she just fucking just self-report herself on live TV? Did you just self-report herself on TV? Ah, España. Español.
Y le decimos, no gracias. My name is Gracia Martinez Rosas. I am an immigrant.
I am undocumented,
unafraid, queer, and unashamed.
Wait, did she just say I'm a undocumented immigrant and I'm queer and unashamed? What? Excuse me? Are we just throwing out tags now?
Unafraid, queer, and unashamed.
Ah, undocumented, unafraid, queer, immigrant, undocumented, queer, and unashamed. Nice.
Immigrant young people
Don't do that.
We are the nation's largest network of immigrant young people.
Jesus Christ, don't do this. Jesus fuck.
I am an immigrant. I am undocumented, unafraid, queer, and unashamed. I lead the organization, the most beautiful organization called United We Dream Action. We are the nation's largest network of immigrant young people fighting for queer rights, immigrant rights, and the rights of everyday working class people. So y'all look so beautiful. I wish you could be in this place, and there's so many of you. I want you to take a moment and say high five to your neighbor. Y'all have been here for a while. Say, hey, what's up, neighbor? We're doing this. We got this. I'm here today because this fight is about all of us. Not just the people standing here in this podium, but this fight is about you.
I don't know about that.
About the people that you love. About the people that you miss. Those we lost and those that we are waiting for, our babies. We are facing a national flashpoint. There's a creepy cult of billionaires. Creepy billionaires that have worked their way into our
You need to
government.
stop with this messaging. It doesn't help.
So creepy that they think that they can declare power to take
Because
make their
everyone's
own
just gonna be
rules
like,
without
but what about
accountability.
Biden and his
They're
oligarchies?
so creepy that they think that they can do it without oversight.
Well, what about
They're
Biden
so
and his
creepy that they
stranglehold?
think they can do it without
Fuck off.
consequences. But this country is not theirs to buy. This country is not theirs to buy.
Biden was the one that fucking
This
sold out
country
our
is
country.
ours.
What do you mean?
No.
I am undocumented, unafraid, queer, and unashamed.
Clearly not underfed. The illegal immigrant shouting, "This country is not theirs." Is this not the epitome of irony? Yeah, I know, right? Says someone who entered this country. This is not your country. I'm sorry, it's not your country either. Just happened to walk in. And you're just playing sides now. United we deport. That's a good one. Send Gordita Grande. Send Gordita Grande back. Por favor. There we go. Let's see. So, oh, I forgot a fucking shit. Get it up.
Breaking tonight, a shooting during a chaotic teen takeover in Streeterville. Right now, police telling us a 15-year-old boy was hit in the leg, suffering a graze wound. He was taken to the hospital in good condition. Video shows the moment of the gunshots and the crowd running for cover. It happened near Illinois and Columbus Drive. This is the same area a tourist was shot just a few weeks ago. The alderman is pushing for an earlier curfew.
This online petition pushes to change the city curfew from 10 to 8 p.m. What do you say to that person? Say you're overreaching and
10 to 8 p.m.?
I asked them to come down and take a look and see what was happening because there was gunfire and there was tasing going on and there were kids running through the traffic.
They hope bumping up the curfew by 2 hours would deter kids from getting in trouble so late.
Hi, Mayor. Just quickly want to ask you about what happened in Streeterville over the weekend. Alderman Hopkins has said that he wants to move the curfew up to 8 p.m. And he said that that's currently stalled in the Rules Committee. Do you think it's time to have that discussion, given what happened in Streeterville?
Well, look, the shootings in Chicago are still very much a problem, right? No one's going to disagree with that. Violent crime is down.
I'm sorry, what did you just say? Violent crime is down? When there's literally crime... yeah, sure, violent crime is down, okay.
Are down, homicides are down. Every single major category of violent crime in the city of Chicago is down.
Is that true?
Yes.
Hell no!
Yeah, what?
Well, Chicago is named America's murder capital
It
for
is.
the 13th consecutive
Literally.
year. For the 13th consecutive year.
Yeah, no joke.
Democrats have delivered.
And he's like, oh,
And
no,
Democrat
it's not
leaders
happening.
are now being called out for
Fucking
demonizing
dumbass.
police and touting a declining crime rate despite the concerns of residents from all across that city.
Every single major category of violent crime in the city of Chicago is down.
Crime is not down here, and the lack of reporting of crime is up. When you look at the robberies, the battery, the assaults, people are simply not calling 911 anymore. And if that is what you're putting your victory lap on, that people refuse to call 911, then you are doing a very poor job as mayor and truly don't understand the fact that crime has not changed, just people's accommodating it has.
Jesus. Unreal.
It is time for Chicago to come alive. Come alive, Chicago.
Are you sure? Are you positive? Oh, what the heck? What? Oh, here it is.
Dear GGG.
Sorry. I was trying to find that video. Not yet. Yeah, I might have to. I don't know what I'll do. Might have to.
Their job. They might even find a cure for that baffling worm in The great thing about science is it's true whether or not the Secretary of Health and Human Services believes in it.
What the hell?
Oh, he's talking about JFK Jr. and the brain worms.
Let's all stay with Maryland. Hands off science. The great thing about science is it's true whether or not the Secretary of Health and Human Services believes in it.
Yeah, I don't even know what the fuck he's on. Fucking guy. Still being retarded. Still being a rat. Let's take a look at this one. How she ruined her life in 69 minutes.
Back, a story went viral online where it was rumored that a
OnlyFans?
college sorority girl had slept with her boyfriend's father.
Oh,
this rumor began after a
Jesus.
Snapchat message started going around the Ole Miss campus, and then suddenly it was trending online, with this girl named Mary Kate being labeled as the girlfriend referenced in the Snapchat message. Memes were made, it actually hit #1 on trending, and it was so mainstream that it was being talked about on nationally syndicated programs.
No
Well, now
way.
only 2 months
That's
later, this girl,
fucked up.
Mary Kate, lawyered up. She is finally speaking
It is
out,
what it
and
is,
not only
right?
is she claiming that this whole thing is bogus, but she is also now coming for everyone who aided in the spreading of what she calls a lie that ruins her life. So this was the original photo that started going around after the Snapchat message started going viral, so people could kind of put a face to this story that they were believing. Then someone would post these other photos of her and this guy that I guess is the one from the story that was apparently being cheated on. And honestly, this looks completely fucking photoshopped to me. I mean, it looks like they took a photo of them which was at like some sort of tailgate, and then just stuck them in the foreground of some random Ole Miss football game photo. People even started sharing the dad's information. Obviously, I'm going to have to heavily redact this. And this is the actual Snapchat message that was going viral at that time. Basically, so I don't know like if you've heard this part, but so over like the break, or I can click right before the break started. Mary Kate went home early from school because I guess she like finished her exams early and went to go watch Evan's little sister in her basketball game and went with the dad. I mean, guys,
Wait,
the person
what?
who is writing this sounds so stupid
Yo,
that I might get a
what?
damn brain aneurysm by the time I'm
What?
finished reading
What?
this
I'm
shit. So she says, and then they dropped the sister off at home, like after the basketball game, and they went to like dinner and drinks and was like buying her drinks and stuff, and then they got with each other there, or
Alright, I already have some issues. All the fucking word. Did you not go to school? Like, what the fuck?
something. And then that
Why
was
are
like
you
the
writing
first time.
like this?
And then I don't know how Ethan the boyfriend found out, but I know he did. And then he was like upset about it. And then like Mary Kay like told him she'll never do it again cause she's a fucking liar like that. Like a million times in this fucking message.
Me.
I'm sorry
Stick the
and
fucking gun
and
in my
so
mouth and pull the
something about
fucking
never
trigger.
drinking again possibly. But the mom knows, but she's not getting divorced
Like,
fully
like,
because
like.
of Mary Kate, but because the dad is like cheated on her before like multiple times. So that's like, why? But so bad. So this is the text message that people were believing as proof of this absolutely insane story. I mean, like I already said, all I can think after reading this is that the person that wrote this had the IQ of a fucking peanut.
Yeah, literally.
Hi there. And people were absolutely running with this narrative. Right under this text message, this guy says, she'd hump a rock
No, people are just trying to fucking get in bed with her now. No.
if it had a snake in it. This can't be true. How does a dad stoop that low? Good grief, man, that's your son. What an effing douchebag.
You know for sure they're just trying to play the fucking hookup game now.
I'm sure all his clients are
Like a
feeling real
weirdo,
comfortable
dude.
with this guy watching over all their money. Hey, Mr. Loyal, how's my account looking? I'll be cashing out today. And then you even had random people catching strays. This was like a viral tweet about the situation where I guess someone had found her Venmo account, and I guess she had sent this boyfriend money for gas, and he says at least Evan got his final bag. This guy says, Jesus Christ, who's the fridge on the left? And that is the thing about the internet.
Who's the fridge on the left? Oh my fucking god.
Random is always going to catch a stray that just had absolutely nothing to do with the situation at hand. They were sharing some alleged old photos from her past. Pro tip, don't black out at 3 p.m. I mean, this
what?
Could all easily be doctored. Apparently, this was after the story went viral. She says, suing you if you post, my parents know. This alleged person says, I'm not posting it anywhere. She says, so go fuck yourself. I swear to God, I'm not posting. Maybe you should not have fucked his dad. And obviously, these types of things can be faked so easily. You create a profile name or Mary Kate Cornett, put a blonde up there, and people just start believing it. It goes viral. This one allegedly also comes from after the story came out, where she says, stop. Are you good? No. Hey, if you ever need a shoulder to cry on or a dick to ride on, I'm there.
What?
I gotta be honest, that's one of the craziest lines I've ever heard. And apparently someone even took the time to rug pull tens of thousands of dollars, capitalizing on this Mary Kate meme. I mean, they even used her picture for the shit.
Made a
and honestly, this is yet another one of those where if you invested in
God.
this, you did deserve to have your pockets run. But let's see what she had to say now that she's finally speaking out.
Someone actually made a dumb meme coin out of her. What the fuck? Why are people like
having the entire internet, half of the country hating you and calling you disgusting things, telling you that you're a horrible person, that you deserve to die? That's a really hard thing for a girl to go through.
She became famous on the internet and social media in the worst possible way.
I mean, obviously,
apparently
if this story
Daily
was
Loud
all
gets a
bogus
lot
and she
of,
just got attached to like this random
gets a
thing
lot
that
of
was a
news
complete
about
lie,
some
and
weird
obviously if the
shit.
girl was not a public figure before this, I could see how this type of thing would totally fuck up your life. It probably fucks up your entire college situation. It fucks up your relationship. I mean, honestly, I can see it being an absolute nightmare that we now kind of have to deal with in this new social media age.
In February, an online rumor went viral, claiming an
shit
Ole
on
Miss
the
sorority
fucking
sister
internet.
slept with her boyfriend's father. Then,
People are gonna
someone
start
attached
fucking
Cornett's
looking
name
into
and
shit
photo
if they
to it.
have
And it would be one thing if there was like glaring proof of any of this happening, like pictures of her and the dad at the basketball game, maybe some sort of risque text messages between them. But it was really all just that one low IQ Snapchat message. And then once people saw that picture, it was like pouring gasoline on the fire.
This disgusting rumor was a top trending topic on Twitter.
Within 2.5 hours. Later that night, around 7 p.m., I was #1 trending in the United States.
God.
I felt so helpless and so alone because so many people were hating on me for something that I had no idea anything about.
And I gotta say, guys, there's a lot of people who have taken themselves out of this world for much less.
Cornett's phone number was also shared online. She was overwhelmed with harassing texts and voicemails.
I was having thousands of calls come through, thousands of texts coming through.
So it was all a lie. It was just a made-up post.
And even just to play devil's advocate and say, oh, what if this was all 100% true, she actually did that? I still do not think that that's grounds for doxing someone. And I don't really get what goes through someone's head when like they see that leaked information.
So everyone got mad at this one post, but they don't even know if it's true or not. They can't even corroborate correctly if it's true. I can't even verify it.
And think, oh, let me go to my phone and send this random number some sort of terrible message. That'll really teach her. Like, I guess I just don't understand the mentality of some people.
All because of an internet rumor.
All because of an internet rumor that has zero truth to it. Zero.
Cornett says she could barely leave her dorm room, had to switch to online classes. Someone even sent police to her mother's house in a fake 911 call.
That's what I'm saying. All this stuff just becomes really fucked up really fast. Obviously, bad, fatal situations can occur from a phone call like that. And it's just like, why do people always have to take things to such extremes?
Yeah,
and
pretty
here's
much
where we
it's
get
like
to the
a
Pat
swatting
McAfee
case
portion of this story. Because this girl is now going to be taking legal action against him based on things that he said about the situation on his show.
The rumor was picked up by ESPN host Pat McAfee.
This is what is being reported by everybody on the internet. Dad had sex with son's girlfriend.
Has anyone apologized to you?
Yeah, I think Pat McAfee kind of jumps the ball a lot because I think he tries to like break news a lot. But yeah, the way he does it is not a good way.
No, I was not famous before this. I'm not a public figure that you can go talk about on your show to get more views. Nobody knows who I am, or nobody did know who I was.
It's my opinion that her lawyer definitely told her to make that statement. I think this is going to be a defamation play because, like we've talked about
Yeah,
on
this
this
is gonna
channel, how when
probably
you're a
be
public
defamation.
figure, it's very hard to prove
Yeah.
defamation because it's very hard to prove actual malice. But when it comes to non-public figures, they fall under a totally different set of laws. And I did actually want to show you guys the longer clip to actually give it some context, because he did say more than like, oh, dad sleeps with son's girlfriend. But I also want to note that he did never mention her by name, which could make all of this very interesting.
Yeah, that too. If he didn't mention her by name, but is just talking about the story. Yeah, I mean...
Guy though, so you're gonna have to check in on his father, make sure.
Yeah, I mean
just
that's
make
up
sure
to the
you
court
know the
to
right kind of
decide,
culture
right?
type of guy.
Yeah, is Jackson
these
Dart
technicalities
of Ole
are
Miss's
for
dad
the
snooping
courts to
around?
decide.
Which happens at Ole Miss. I mean, that's kind of a.
So there is where the reference kind of starts. He's talking about this Ole Miss quarterback Jackson Dart that will soon be drafted, making a little joke like, oh, is his dad hanging around the campus and shit.
Have you heard about Ole Miss?
I've been there, the Grove.
Okay, so you know about that, yeah. So you have not heard about the last 12 hours. So.
He said, I've been there. I don't want nothing to do with this shit, though.
Sounds like no.
There's a menage a trois that is
really captivating. Or,
boy, oh boy. Parents' weekend's going to be lit.
Well, I think they're actually not doing it this week.
That'll make more.
Some Ole Miss frat bro.
Yep. Sure.
Okay. Had a KD girlfriend. Allegedly. Dad had sex with son's girlfriend.
And that was pretty much the end of Pat's comments right there.
Because the people who were talking about it are the people that I would want to take a picture with if I saw it in public. They're people that I watched. Pat McAfee, ESPN, that's on my living room TV every single night. Because I used to look up to these people, and now these same people are making me feel worthless.
So do you guys think it will matter, like in the court of law, that he didn't actually mention her by name? Now, he did make allusions like frat bro, and I think he referenced maybe her sorority. I think I can definitely see the comments being a little bit divided on this one. So do you think if they actually take this to court, she has a possibility of winning or getting a settlement?
Well, I mean,
Fournette
yeah.
now wants justice. Her lawyer says she's been defamed and is a victim of cyberbullying.
The rumor is false.
Defamation, it's
People
coming.
promoted it without looking into it. You can't lie
I
for
mean,
money.
that too.
Are there laws
Right,
that
and if
protect Mary
it's
Kate?
damaging
Because
her
it seems like
school
the internet,
reputation
social
and
media,
all
it's
that
the Wild Wild
shit,
West.
yeah,
To some
I mean,
degree,
it
the law
could,
hasn't
to
caught
an
up
extent,
with
yeah. Could be
the
defamation.
speed at which a lie travels online
Seems like there's a little bit of doubt.
and the fact that it's now kind of anchored to her name forever.
I mean, honestly, yeah, it is. She gets like a little job application. People think, oh, Mary Kate. You know, it's not Mary Kate and Ashley anymore.
Defamation exists. There's growing protections against cyberbullying. There's growing protections against, making fake pictures, which is
Well, I
also
mean,
how Mary
in California,
Well,
they've
yeah,
always
like, they're
had
definitely gonna have to
cyberbullying
change
and
up the
stuff.
laws when it comes to online and social
And,
media activity, especially with the way like
cybercrime,
AI can be
criminality
used.
stuff.
I mean, someone's life and reputation
I mean,
can
some
be
of these
ruined
states
forever just
should
based
already
on
have
some photoshopped
stuff like
image,
that.
some AI shit.
Why my daughter? She wasn't looking for any of this. She never asked for any attention. She's just trying to be a freshman in college.
Damn. And so now she started this GoFundMe that's already raised $32,000. And in the description here, she basically says, yes, my family does have the money to like fight this in court and for me to defend myself. That other people are not always so fortunate, so 100% of the proceeds from this fundraiser will be used to provide seed capital, establishing a foundation focused on helping innocent victims of similar defamatory cyber attacks. Zero money raised here will be used for personal purposes. So it will be interesting to see where this story goes, and how it might be able to set the precedent for situations in the future that are similar to
Yeah, this is
this,
gonna be
where
interesting.
someone has their life destroyed by what they call a lie. But y'all, of course, let me know y'all's thoughts down below.
Especially because it's
As always,
against
also want to thank you
a
guys for
big,
watching today's video,
podcaster,
dropping a
too.
like and subscribing.
Such
But
as
as you
Pat
guys know, it's been
McAfee,
your
who
boy
does
the
a lot
Tan
of,
Superman, and
sports
some other lawsuits
coverages
out
and
here need
stuff.
to be covered. So I'm out. Peace.
Yeah, it is interesting. Yeah, he didn't name her. So, you know, it's gonna be interesting what they say. She did have to definitely talk to a lawyer, because there's no way she would. Even though, I mean, the lawyer's job, if they get paid, is to best represent the customer or the defendant. That's what they're gonna do. We will see.